Hi everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Brit in Germany. It's 2017, so Happy New Year! Frohes neues Jahr! Today I'm going to do a video that some of you have requested, and it is my top 10 German TV shows. Yes, very exciting stuff. I have my list here of TV shows, but before we crack on with that, we're going to do the quiz question. We're going to do the da-da-da thing. Da-da-da. This week's quiz question is about television in Germany, and it is, in what year did TV in Germany begin? Hint, it was in the 30s. Is it A, 1932, is it B, 1935, or is it C, 1938? What could it be? Have a little think, and I'll let you know after I reveal my top 10 TV shows. We're going to start with number 10 because that's a good place to start. 10 is Quiz Duel! Yes! The original format of the show had a team in a studio versus Team Deutschland. Everyone at home is Team Deutschland and they play on their phone, and the team at the end of the show with the most points wins and wins the money. But if Team Deutschland win the money, then 10 random players are selected from the app and the money is shared between them. Unfortunately, I haven't won yet. I'm still waiting for that day, and I'm also waiting for this show to come to England. Fingers crossed. Number 9 on my list is Verrückt nach Meer, which means crazy about the sea. Verrückt nach Meer is a soap documentary style show following a cruise ship. I really love this show because I love to see what goes on behind the scenes on a cruise ship, in the kitchens, on the decks, what the captain gets up to. I also like to see what the passengers get up to in the different countries that they visit along the way. Yay, Verrückt nach Meer, yeah. Number 8 is Wer weiß denn so was, which is also a quiz show. There are 2 teams. Each team has a captain and a celebrity guest. The audience members, they have a chance of winning the cash. This show is great because it has really good, curious, interesting questions. Questions that are really unusual and hard to know for me. And the answer to each question is revealed with a really clever short animated film or a little short video, and I like to see these little creative films to show the answer. Number 7 is Logo, which is the news show for kids. I like this show because it's easier to understand for me than watching the Tagesschau, which is the main news program on television. Logo has short animations to explain really complex topics in the news. It makes it easier for me to understand in German, and also I get to learn a bit of German at the same time. Also, it's very bright and colourful and a lot more friendly for me to watch, you know. Obviously I can watch adult news as well, but I like this sort of light-hearted, cartoony presentation. Number 6 is a nature show called, what is it called? Seehund, Puma und Co. There are a lot of nature shows that follow this Dada and Co. There is Gorilla Panda and Co, Leopard Zebra and Co, and Nashorn Zebra and Co. Animal and Co. These shows are all about zoos and they show what goes on behind the scenes at a zoo. I really like animals and I wanted to be a vet or a zookeeper, so for me it's really great to get a chance to see how the animals are cared for and what a zookeeper gets up to in his job. Plus there's a lot of cute animals. Speaking of cute animals, there's a cute animal right there. Yeah, good girl. Number 5 is a game show which has never been, as far as I know, on English television, which is a great shame because it's really fun. It's called Ruckzuck, and this show was originally shown I think in the early 90s, but they brought it back recently. And what it is, oh gosh, how do I explain this? Ruckzuck, 2 teams of 5 and 4 people on one team have headphones on so they can't hear anything. The first player gets a word and they have to tap on the next player's shoulder and try to explain the word without mentioning the word itself. As they go down the line, the players aren't allowed to repeat any of the already mentioned words. It's fun to watch because it's fast, there are no celebrity players, and there are so many chances that people can mess up and say something funny. Number 4 is Carambolage, or Carambolage. It's shown on Arte, which is a very, very nice TV channel, very classy. This show explores similarities and differences between Germany and France. The show is only about 10 minutes long, but it's filled with rich information, beautiful animations to explain the differences in culture. The animations are really cute and unique and full of humour as well. It's so creative. I really wish there was a show like this with Germany and England instead of Germany and France. At the end of the episode, there's also a guessing game where there's a public scene and you have to guess whether it's in Germany or France, and there's always a little clue somewhere in the scene. Number 3 is another game show, and it's called Slogan Star. Now it's based on a game show called Schlag den Raab, which isn't on anymore. Slogan Star is basically 2 celebrities playing about 15 games against each other to win 100,000 euros. The show can go on for hours and hours and hours. The games are physical and also mental. My favourite game is Wer ist das, where there's a picture of a well-known person and the celebrities have to guess who that person is. There was a version on British television called Beat the Star, but it didn't do very well, so I think it ended after about 2 or 3 series. The downside to this show is there's a lot of advertising, so what I like to do is watch it on catch up. We've come to number 2 on the list. This is a show that I discovered recently because they brought it back from retirement and it's a quiz show and it's called Jeopardy. Yes, Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy. They never had this show in England and I don't know why. It's big in America, it's big in other countries. Why isn't it in England, huh? Well, anyway, I love this show. It's fast, it's got no celebrity contestants, the questions are fun and I can understand them, and the questions are in topics, which is... I love topics, I love lists. I just get annoyed if I miss this show. I always have to watch it. Jeopardy, I love you. Anyway. But there was a show that beats Jeopardy. The next show I had to put at number 1 because it's a classic, it's a national treasure, even I love it. I wish I watched it as a kid. Can you guess what it is? The main character has 2 ears, a tail, whiskers. It squeaks. Oh, it's a mouse, yeah! Die Sendung mit der Maus. Not this mouse, this mouse. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of soul. It's just a good concept and it's been running since 1971. The mascots of the show are a mouse, a duck and an elephant. There are educational short films of how things are made or what happens in a job. The kitty moved the camera, I'm so sorry. The show has very, very cute short animations that break up each segment of the show. There's a little puzzle for the mouse to solve. The mouse manages to solve the puzzles in a fun way, full of humour. A fun quirk is the introduction is recorded in German, but also in a second language, so you have to guess what language is being said at the beginning. There are cartoons on the show. At the moment it's Shaun the Sheep. Yes, him. It's a German classic. It's won a lot of awards and I think it's brilliant. It would be great to see the show with the mouse for English kids. Well done the mouse, and well done Jeopardy, and well done everybody else. Those were my top 10 German shows. If you want to see a top 10 of something else, then let me know and I'll try to do that. But now we're going to do the quiz question answer. I asked you, when did German television begin? If you said 1938, you're late, because that's not the answer. The answer is in the middle. It's 1935. German TV started on the 22nd of March 1935, 3 times a week for 90 minutes. Ta-da! Fun fact there! If you got it right, top, well done. I hope to see you again for another episode of For Britain Germany very soon. Until then, take care, Max gut and alles Gute. Bye! Time for the da-da-da. Da-da-da. No, wait. In what year was German television started? No. What year was number it's very modern. It uses soap documentary about a cruise ship. Shh.